couple set out where the Marshal and Hatter were having tea. A dormouse was sitting between them, fast asleep.
No room! No room!
There's plenty of room.
Have some wine.
I don't see any wine.
There isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
It wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table.
Your hair wants cutting.
You should learn not to make personal manners. It's very rude.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
I believe I can guess that.
Do you mean you can find the answer to it?
Exactly so.
Then you should say what you mean.
I do. At least I mean what I say. It's the same thing, you know.
Not the same thing a bit. You might just as well say that I eat what I see. It's the same thing as I see what I eat. You might as well just say that I like what I get. It's the same as I get what I like.
You might just as well say that I breathe when I sleep is the same as I sleep when I breathe.
It's the same thing with you. What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit those words.
It's the best butter.
Yes, but some crumbs must have gone in as well. You shouldn't have put it with the bread knife.
It's the best butter you know.
What a funny watch. It tells what day of the month is it and doesn't tell what o'clock is it.
Why should it? Does your watch tell you what day of the year is it?
Of course not. And that's because we stay in the same year for such a long time together.
Which is just the case with mine.
I don't quite understand you.
The dormouse is sleeping again.
Of course. Just as I was going to remark myself.
Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea. I'm mad as a hatter, I've never felt better. It's hard to believe that I'm out of my mind, but I'm mad as a hatter, so pass me the butter, 'cause life is a tea party all of the time.
It's hard to believe that he's out of his mind, but he's mad as a hatter. So pass me the butter, 'cause life is a tea party all the time.
Ravens are rather like this. Tell me if you think it's true. You won't be able to guess. I've really not got a.
He's mad as a hatter. He's never felt better. It's hard to believe that he's out of his mind, but he's mad as a hatter. So pass me the butter, 'cause life is a tea party all of the time.
It was the middle of March. I have a quarrel with time. Now he does nothing I ask. He was a good friend of. I find it hard to explain. Thoughts that go round in my head. Dormouse, you're sleeping again. You better go back to.
He's mad as a hatter. He's never felt better. It's hard to believe that he's out of his mind, but he's mad as a hatter. So pass me the butter, 'cause life is a tea party all of the time.
I'm mad as a hatter. I've never felt better. It's hard to believe that I'm out of my mind, but I'm mad as a hatter. So pass me the butter, 'cause life is a tea party all of the time. Yay!
I'll never go there again. It's the stupidest tea party I've ever was at in all my life.
Just as she said this, Alice noticed a wooden tree with a door leading into it.
Curious indeed, but she went to it and found herself in the beautiful garden with the bright, bright flowers.
Even more curiously, she noticed a large rose tree with huge white flowers growing on it, but 3 girls were painting them red.
Look out now, Five! Don't go splashing paint over me like that! I couldn't help it. 7 dropped my elbow.
That's right. 5 always lay the blame on others.
You better not talk. The Queen said only yesterday you deserve to be beheaded. What for?
That's none of your business, too.
Yes, it is his business, and I'll tell him. It was for bringing the cooked lemongrass instead of onions.
Well, all of the unjust things.
Would you tell me, why are you painting those roses? Why, the fact is, you see, miss, this here ought to have been a red rose tree, but we put a white one in by mistake. If the Queen were to find out, we should all have our heads cut off, you know. So you see, miss, we are trying to do our best before she comes to... The Queen! The Queen!
I'm getting in a terrible state now, I have to hurry. Better get him on, 'cause I'm running out of time.